This ordinary girl who just entered the influencer world, but at the luxury brand runway show, she publicly outshines several influencers with millions of followers. This was a top-tier brand fashion show. Seats were arranged by popularity. The more famous you were, the closer to the front you sat. The few in the front row were all top-tier figures in the industry. Just after everyone had taken their seats, a small influencer with only 250,000 followers suddenly appeared at the venue and walked toward the front row. She sat down without hesitation. The influencers sitting in the back rows were stunned because they recognized this girl, Yili. A month ago, she was still secretly wearing wealthy ladies' clothes to sneak into various high society parties. But now, she was not only wearing globally limited edition clothing, but had an impressive presence, not inferior to any big name. And this high-profile appearance was just the first step of her revenge plan. Not long ago, Yili's newly opened online store suddenly went viral. This made some veteran influencers feel threatened, so they joined forces to suppress her, maliciously monopolizing wholesale market supplies, causing Yili's pre-ordered 5,000 pieces of clothing to be unavailable. She contacted suppliers multiple times, but the boss said there was nothing he could do. Under Yili's persistent questioning, Vista Room had monopolized all the goods. This store was the largest online shop in Dongda Factory. Suppliers had to listen to them, otherwise, they couldn't continue doing business. Seeing the first batch of hot-selling items out of stock, not only would she have to issue full refunds, it could also ruin her store's reputation, and even affect her fans' trust. She immediately went online to check Vista Room's products, and found they were filled with identical styles to hers. Clearly, this was a premeditated suppression. She told a netizen about this matter, hoping he could find out who was behind it, but he indicated, with her current strength, she couldn't compete with Vista Room, because the mastermind behind this store, Huang Li, was the most powerful supplier in Dongda Factory. At this moment, more and more customers were calling to complain. Yili decided to confront Huang Li in person. What she hated most were people who used power to suppress others. At Huang Li's home, she was on a phone call with another influencer, Min Hui. It turned out that behind all this were those influencers who had been jealous of Yili pulling the strings, and Min Hui even had the audacity to ask for Huang Li to share 20% of the profits with them. Huang Li impatiently brushed her off and hung up the phone. At this moment, Yili burst in, demanding to know why she had stolen her merchandise.